Along comes a group of people, okay? Socialists. And they think, fuck me, capitalism's done some good and it's done some bad. Hoo, baby. What if we took the basic foundational structure of capitalism, free association, trade, so on, but instead of the government enforcing property rights in a way that privileges the owners of businesses, what if they enforced property rights in a way that privileged the workers? What if instead of workers working for a wage, the excess profit of their labor going to an owner who then does what they will, what if there was no owner? What if everyone owned it? Everyone who worked there, at least? Profits distributed, democratic decision-making made within the business? Fuck. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? At the very least, it would flatten out the economic hierarchy. It would bring us back. Let me draw a little. I would draw Bernie Sanders' face if I could. I mean, I can, but it would take too long. Socialism. It would bring us back to this, wouldn't it? A flatter pyramid, except this time the bottom 99% wouldn't be poor peasants. They would be productive, happy, middle-class people. And we can figure out what to do with the 1% later. Socialism can bring us back to a flattened hierarchy. A stable, flattened hierarchy. Just, principled, egalitarian. Everything the Enlightenment thinkers would have wanted. Just tweaked a little bit. It's been 100 years. Why not update the model, right? So socialists fought, you know. But some people argued that that wasn't enough. Some people argued that this divide, this system reproduced in capitalism and altered through socialism, that while these have their benefits, there is a distinct malaise to the ways in which these types of societies incentivize human behavior. So some people, some radical thinkers, took it farther. And they brought us, well, and I'm simplifying here heavily, communism and anarchism. The sickle's backwards? Fuck me, it is. It goes the other way. I can draw better anyway. There we go. No, that's fuck too, isn't it? No, wait, I got it. Wait, here we go. Watch. Wow. Good enough. Communism and anarchism. No, is that not right? Wait, hold on. I can do it. It's like this, right? Let's draw the hammer first. Okay. No. Okay, listen. Listen, we're going to stick with that, okay? Listen. We're going to do the best we can with this, all right? I've got a pretty bad memory. Hammer from bottom right to top left? Really? Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, guys, we did it! Ta-da! Listen, I'm an anarchist. This is just me throwing shade, okay? There we go. Amazing. Okay. Now, I need to be frank with you guys. Communism and anarchism have never actually succeeded. Now, don't get me wrong. There have been very successful anarchist societies on a smaller scale, and communists have been implemented some, but in a broad, like in the experimental sense, in the true global revolution, it ain't happened yet. Doesn't mean it's never going to. Just hasn't happened yet. The reason for this is because some prominent thinkers, some prominent communists, socialists, and anarchists, believed that there was a line to be followed here. Capitalism brings about a substantial increase in economic efficiency. And through socialism, the mechanisms of capitalism are tempered and forged into something which actually values egalitarianism. So we go from capitalism to socialism. And then from socialism, when we are in a society that values egalitarianism and workers' rights and so on and so forth, then we can go truly radical. Then we can really pop the fuck off from there, can't we? Because once you've taken this, I mean, fuck, the sky's the limit, right? Who knows what kind of crazy-ass fucking egalitarian societies we get? No state? Yeah, sure. No borders? Sure. No class? Yeah, absolutely. An end to all hierarchy? Yeah, fuck, why not? I mean, this is all in the service of the Enlightenment values, isn't it? Right here? Equality, fraternity, justice. It's all in the service of these Enlightenment values. We're just following that trend. A lot of people say that socialism and communism, what have you, are alternatives to liberalism. I don't agree with that in the slightest. I think that they're improvements upon it. They're critiques and responses, in the same way socialism is to capitalism. It's just a logical extension. You want to value equality? Okay, we start with capitalism, and we move, and we move, and we move left until we get it. But, unfortunately, not everyone believes that the ails of capitalism are best addressed in this way. Socialism developed academically. That is to say, very smart people looked at society, they took note of its problems, they complained about them, and they formulated solutions, some of which have been applied and some of which haven't. Fascism was not developed academically. Now, don't get me wrong. That doesn't mean that fascism, just emerged. That doesn't mean that people just did it like Grug, like they just smashed their brain until fascism arrived. There were writers of fascism. There was fascist literature back in the 19th century. But that wasn't why fascism came about. The academic writings existed. They were much less numerous and much less substantiated than the writings in favor of socialism, communism, and anarchism, along with critiques of capitalism. But when fascism had its heyday, it was not because of the literature. It was because of a phrase you're familiar with, economic anxiety.